Can police modify the Miranda warnings? Hey guys, my name is Anthony Bandiero, bringing the roadside chat. The officer says, hey, look, what if I modify Miranda, right? What if I say certain things and I don't read from the card and so forth? Well, let's get down to business. If you are going to do that, you are taking a huge risk, right? Because Miranda has 4 requirements, the right to remain silent. The consequences of that is that they say something, it may be used against them in court. They have the right to an attorney to be present, during the questioning and so forth. And if they cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided free of charge and so forth. But the thing is, if you start modifying that language and the court does not agree that you substantially conveyed the Miranda requirements, then you're going to potentially lose that confession. And why? Why is it worth it? I recommend highly that you actually read from a card. I actually knew an officer who would not read from a card, and he was very, very confident that he was reading telling the person their Miranda rights adequately. And I knew that he wasn't. He was actually missing one of the steps. And I called him on. I said, hey, you're not giving him all 4 requirements. He says, yes, I am. I said, let's watch your video. And we went through it, and I brought up some case law. And sure enough, he was missing one of the steps, which is the one about whether or not the person could afford an attorney. And the cop, who actually was a sergeant, was actually blown away. He says, I didn't realize it, because in his head, he was doing it right. So I recommend you read from a card. The other thing I want to share with you before we leave is that who has the burden to prove that you got an adequate waiver? The suspect or you? You. That suspect doesn't have to say anything in court. So you have the burden to prove that you substantially complied with the requirements of Miranda. So the best way to do that, my friends, is to read from a card. We actually have some great cards on the Blue to Gold website, right? It also includes our search and seizure concepts. So maybe you want to grab that and read from that. It's the federal standard for Miranda. It's pretty good. But whatever you use, read it from a card. All right. All right. Hope this helps. I hope this video has helped you get it right every single time. If you have more questions for us, reach out to us. There's a link below about how you can submit your questions. I'll also put some case law to back this up. Until next time, my friends, stay safe and thank you.